What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be making a very special thing for myself, and it will be a cake for my birthday. It was yesterday. Nobody got me a cake, so I'm going to be making my cake on my own blender. So select everything on your keyboard, hit A and X to delete. Add a cylinder, Shift A, add a cylinder. Go to edit mode, hit Tab, Control plus R to make a cut. Move it up, Control plus the plus sign on your number pad, and then you get this. You select this part of the mesh, Shift D to duplicate it, and P to make it a separate object. So we want to select our separate object and just tweak it a little bit. Turn on the gizmo and using the H selection tool, just you only have to move it on the Z axis though. And on the Z axis, just extrude it just like the cream part of the cake, and hit A to extrude and Z to align it on the Z axis only. Okay, now let's add a solidify modifier. Select our object, the top part that we just tweaked, and add a solidify modifier. Turn on the even thickness, and you should be able to get this. Alright, it is already looking like a cake. We need to add here is a bevel modifier, so we can smooth out the pointy edges. Okay, increase the segment and do the same for the bottom part as well. Add a bevel modifier, but this time increase the amount, decrease it just a little bit, and increase the segments. Okay, that's enough. We need some candles and some things on top, creams. Shift A and add a sphere. Scale down the segments, maybe 10. And then scale it down, turn on the gizmo, go to the top view, hit 7, G to move it aside, and enable this proportional editing. It affects, it drags. Wait, let me show you. First, select the most top part of the circle, and then hit G and Z and scroll with the wheel to change the radius of the circle. The radius determines how much of the area it affects, how much the area it drags. So the top part. That's enough. And now again, go to the view and hit R to rotate, and with your go to the edit mode, select everything, and we're going to use the spin tool. Make sure the spin tool is set to the Z axis, and just hit amount so it's okay. go to the object mode. We are ready, have made a delicious cake. We need a candle. To make a candle, Shift A and add a cylinder. Move it along the Z axis, scale it down. SZ. Scale it on the Z axis only. And then on edit mode, using the face selection tool, X, I want to disable the proportionality. You can do that by hitting O on your keyboard. I want to extrude this. First, I to insert, and G, or you can turn on the gizmo. And that is our candle. Do Shift A, add a text, move it aside, and in the tab, hit tab to edit your text. 21, that's the number we want, but we want to change the font, so go to the data center here, and the data menu here, and you can adjust the fonts right here. Bold, italic, regular, select here. If you have a font that you like already installed on your PC, you can find it and use it. It is the Showcard Gothic regular. Open this font and you have your own selected font as a reference. Rotate it on the x-axis, hit R, X, and 90 degrees. And I'm just gonna go back, do it the way that I used to do it. We have our object here, extruded, still a text. So right click, convert it to a mesh. Now it's a mesh. Going to use the same technique that I used to add these creams. Shift D, duplicate them. I only need one of them, so edit mode, Control plus I to invert, and X to delete everything else except for this one. And I'm gonna do, to align it perfectly, select your candle and Shift S, cursor to selected. Again, select your flames, Shift S, select it to the cursor. Now they are perfectly aligned, center to center. Scale down our flame, and we are good to go. Okay, now we need to add material. To add a material, go to the shade editor, and for the bottom part I want to just make it white, and also change the render engine to cycles. It's better, and if you have a GPU, a dedicated GPU, it's recommended to use it. Shift A, add a plane. Wait, first Shift S, cursor to the region, and add a plane. And I also need a light source, aerial light. Okay, let's see how that looks. This is the render view. Increase our light setting by 15 or 100. And I'm just change the angle a little bit. Just like that. Alright, select the bottom part, new mesh, just white. It is already white, so maybe like that. Okay, that's good. I like that. And one thing I forgot, you have to like shade smooth your object so it doesn't have any rough stuff going on. Also the cranes as well. The emission also must be red. So we have now made our cake. Happy birthday for me, for myself. Yeah, it's actually better than the cake that I have imagined in my head. So thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, it will help me. And it's my birthday, so just subscribe.